the US dollar, a symbol of American power, the bedrock of global finance. Yet whispers of change are in the air. De-dollarization is the word on everyone's lips, a shift away from the dollar's dominance. This isn't just theoretical, it's happening now. Countries are exploring alternatives, reducing their reliance on the dollar. The implications are huge, potentially reshaping the global economic order. It's time to understand what's at stake. Why should this matter to you? Because the dollar's fate affects us all. A weakening dollar means higher prices for imported goods. It can disrupt trade, making international transactions more complex. For investors, it raises questions about the safety of dollar-denominated assets. Ignoring these changes is like sailing into a storm without checking the forecast. We must pay attention, learn, and adapt. De-dollarization isn't a sudden event, it's a gradual process. Think of it as a slow erosion of the dollar's foundations. The reasons are multifaceted. Some countries seek to reduce their vulnerability to U.S. economic policies. Others aim to strengthen their own currencies. There's also the rise of new economic powerhouses challenging the existing order. These trends combined are creating a world less reliant on the US dollar. Understanding de-dollarization is crucial for navigating the future. It's not about predicting doom and gloom, but about recognizing the changing landscape. Just as the British pound sterling lost its dominance in the 20th century, the US dollar might face a similar fate. This doesn't mean the dollar will disappear, but its role might diminish. Adapting to this new reality will be essential for individuals, businesses, and governments alike. The shift away from the dollar is evident in several ways. Central banks worldwide are diversifying their reserves. They're holding less US dollars, opting for euros, yen, and even gold. This reflects a desire for a more balanced portfolio, less susceptible to fluctuations in the US economy. Bilateral trade agreements increasingly use currencies other than the dollar. This bypasses the need for dollar conversion, simplifying transactions and potentially lowering costs. Emerging economies, particularly in Asia, are leading the charge. China, with its growing economic might, is actively promoting the use of its currency, the yuan. They are establishing yuan-denominated payment systems and encouraging its use in international trade. Other countries are following suit, exploring regional currency unions or bilateral currency swaps. These initiatives, though nascent, signal a growing appetite for alternatives to the dollar. The rise of digital currencies adds another layer to this complex picture. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, while still volatile, offer a decentralized alternative to traditional currencies. Some countries are exploring central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, which are digital versions of their own fiat currencies. These innovations could further reduce reliance on the dollar, offering faster and cheaper cross-border transactions. This global shift away from the dollar is not without its challenges. The dollar's deep liquidity and the well-established financial infrastructure built around it are hard to replicate overnight. New systems need time to develop and gain trust. However, the momentum is undeniable. The world is actively seeking alternatives, driven by a mix of economic and geopolitical considerations. Predicting the exact timeline of de-dollarization is a fool's errand. It's a complex process with many variables. However, experts suggest a gradual decline rather than an abrupt collapse. The dollar's reserve status, while challenged, is unlikely to vanish overnight. The U.S. economy remains a powerhouse, and the dollar's deep liquidity and established infrastructure will continue to provide advantages. A complete loss of the dollar's reserve status is a worst-case scenario. It would trigger significant volatility in global markets, potentially leading to economic instability. The U.S. would face higher borrowing costs, impacting everything from government spending to consumer loans. The value of the dollar would likely plummet, leading to higher inflation for American consumers. However, even a partial de-dollarization will have significant consequences. The U.S. will lose some of its economic and political leverage as other currencies gain prominence. The cost of imports will rise, impacting American consumers. The U.S. financial industry, heavily reliant on the dollar's dominance, will need to adapt to a more fragmented global landscape. Despite these challenges, it's important to remember that change is constant in the global economy. The rise and fall of currencies is a historical reality. The key is to adapt and diversify rather than clinging to a fading status quo. The future belongs to those who can navigate this evolving landscape with agility and foresight. The financial world is a complex web of interconnected systems. De-dollarization adds another layer of complexity, creating both risks and opportunities. Understanding these intricacies is crucial for making informed decisions, whether you're an individual investor, a business owner, or a policymaker. It's not about predicting the future with certainty, but about recognizing the trends and adapting accordingly. One key aspect is the impact on exchange rates. As demand for the dollar decreases, its value might decline relative to other currencies. This affects the cost of imported goods, impacting consumers and businesses reliant on international trade. Conversely, a weaker dollar can make American exports more competitive, potentially boosting certain sectors of the economy. Another factor is the role of central banks. As they diversify their reserves and explore alternative currencies, they influence the global financial architecture. Their decisions can accelerate or mitigate the pace of de-dollarization, impacting global liquidity and the stability of financial markets. The emergence of new financial technologies further complicates the picture. Cryptocurrencies and CBDCs introduce new possibilities for cross-border transactions, potentially bypassing the dollar-dominated system. Their adoption and regulation will play a significant role in shaping the future of global finance. In this evolving landscape, seeking expert advice is crucial. Financial advisors can help you navigate the complexities of a de-dollarizing world, tailoring strategies to your specific circumstances. For individuals, this might involve diversifying investments, considering alternative currencies, or hedging against currency fluctuations. Businesses need to assess their exposure to dollar-denominated transactions, exploring alternative payment systems, and managing currency risk. Policymakers face the challenge of adapting regulations and international agreements to a multipolar currency system. They need to ensure financial stability while fostering innovation and competition. This requires careful consideration of the risks and opportunities presented by new technologies and evolving global dynamics. Navigating this complex terrain requires a collaborative approach. International organizations like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, can play a crucial role in facilitating dialogue and coordination among nations. Sharing information and best practices can help mitigate risks and ensure a smooth transition to a more diversified global financial system. Remember, uncertainty breeds opportunity. De-dollarization, while presenting challenges, also opens doors for innovation and growth. By understanding the trends, seeking expert advice, and adapting proactively, we can navigate this changing world and thrive in a new era of global finance. And thank you for joining me on this exploration of de-dollarization. It's a complex topic, but understanding it is crucial for navigating the future. The global financial landscape is shifting, and we must be prepared to adapt. This isn't about panic, it's about awareness and proactive engagement. If you found this analysis insightful, please like and share this essay. Your comments and questions are always welcome. Subscribe to my channel for more in-depth discussions on global finance and geopolitics. Together, let's stay informed and navigate the changing world with confidence and clarity. Remember, the future is not predetermined. It's shaped by our choices and actions. By engaging in informed discussions, seeking expert advice, and adapting to new realities, we can navigate the challenges and seize the opportunities presented by a de-dollarizing world. The journey ahead is uncertain, but together we can chart a course towards a more prosperous and stable future.